Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning into my channel for the first time, hi, my name is Ria and I make content on beauty, fashion and lifestyle. Do take a moment and subscribe to my channel. With that, let's begin today's video. A lot of you on my YouTube as well as my Instagram wanted to know about my skincare routine, and the last time I did a skincare routine video was almost a year back, so I thought why not do another video today. So this is my morning skincare video, so let's quickly begin. So of course I start off with a face wash first, and for face wash I have been using this one for the last couple of years. It's the Simple Refreshing Facial Wash and I absolutely love using it. I've already washed my face off camera today. It's a very gentle face wash, so even if you have sensitive skin, it will suit you no matter what. It has never broken me out and my skin does not feel really dry after washing my face. But having said that, I don't really wash my face with a face wash each morning. It honestly depends on how my skin is feeling on that day. If I feel like my skin is feeling really dry, I don't really go ahead with a face wash. I just wash my face with water, that's all, and then I do my simple skincare. But since it's summers right now, my face does seem to get oily, especially around this area like the T-zone. So I do use a face wash almost every morning now. So let's continue with the rest of these steps, starting off with a lip balm first. For lip balm, I'm using the Simply Nam Sweet Kisses Hydrating Lip Balm. Absolutely love this one. Ever since I started using this, it's hard for me to go back to any other lip balms. It's that good. It smells amazing. It's so hydrating. I apply this every night before going to sleep and I wake up with baby soft lips. So it's that great. And the variant that I have here is Cupcake. I also happen to have the clear one in this and I use that at night. But for daytime, I like a bit of tint on my lips. This will show up even on pigmented lips. It's that good. And look at the gloss and shine it gives to my lips. And it smells so good, so yum that I have to resist myself from licking my lips. Now the first step will of course be toner, and I have been using the Tony Moly Wonder Ceramide Mochi toner for almost a year now. I'm almost at the end of this bottle. I love, love, love it, especially for summers. Now this is a milky toner, but I feel it's much lighter than some of the other milky toners that I'm currently testing out. So I have been using the Hyphen Milky toner during the night time, but I feel like it's slightly heavier than this one. This one, even though it looks milky, it does not really feel milky on the skin. And what I do is I transfer this liquid into a spray bottle so that it's easier to apply, and it just gives me that very refreshed feeling once I am done with spraying the product onto my face. This one has this slightly citrusy smell to it. It's not too overpowering, but if you have a sensitive nose, then you might be able to detect that. It does not really bother me. It just stays on for a few seconds and then it disappears. But when I spray it onto my face and somehow if it gets into my eyes a little, it does sting a little bit, which is a little bothersome. But otherwise, I absolutely love using this toner. It makes my skin feel instantly hydrated and plump and just gives me that very, very refreshed feeling, which is something that I look forward to during summers. I even spray this on my face just before going to the gym sometimes, and just look how instantly my face feels hydrated. Just to show you guys the texture, this is how it looks. It's runny. So yeah, I just like to use a lot of it on my face just to give me that instant hydration and a refreshed feeling. And now while my skin is still damp from the toner, I'm going to go ahead and use the Snail Mucin essence. So this is the Cosrx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence and I absolutely love using this. This is probably my third bottle. I've just finished my other bottle and I opened this new pack today. If you have dry, dehydrated skin, this is a great product to give your skin that much needed hydration and moisturization. I generally use this both during the daytime and nighttime. Sometimes I do skip it during the daytime if the weather is really too hot. I don't want to slather my face with too many products, but on most days I would use this. And the way to use this is to always make sure that your face is damp before applying this, otherwise it could lead to even drier skin. So always keep that in mind. I have made multiple videos on this, so if you're interested, I'll link those videos somewhere up here, or you can just go to my channel and look for Snail Mucin videos. So now while talking to you guys, my face has dried out, so I'll just go ahead and spray my face with the toner once more. So I'll just take about 2 or 3 pumps of this. rub it on my hands and then just gently tap the product onto my skin. So that's that. And now while the snail mucin settles into my skin, I'll go ahead and apply an eye serum. So I've been someone who never really saw any results with eye serums. So I did not really see the point of having another product into my whole routine. But the last couple of months, I have been coming across a lot of Instagram ads on this particular product. It's the Amino Eye Serum and it has peptides, caffeine, and ceramide. So a lot of good things. And honestly, I've been using it for a month on and off. Sometimes I forget using it because, like I said, I'm not used to using any eye cream or eye serum products. So a lot of times my mind just forgets about it. But I'm trying to be consistent with it and apply it at least once a day, especially before going to bed. I try and apply this religiously. And honestly, I don't know if it has made any significant difference as of now. I really want to test out this product more and more to be able to, give you guys a better verdict on this. But it is so expensive, guys. It retails for 1800 rupees and it has only 10 ml of product. Just look at the size of it, it's this small. And even when it came to me, the packaging leaked. Like when I opened, I mean, the cap over here, you got to flip it this way and then only it comes off. I don't know, I had a difficult time to figure it out initially, and I thought a lot of the product was being wasted while trying to open the cap. Now I've gotten the hang of it, it's fine now. You only need a pea-sized amount to actually apply it under the eyes. But I was not impressed by the fact that when it came to me, it leaked. So much of the product was leaking because it's so expensive. It retails for 1800 rupees and I really hope it does something to my under eyes. So the under eye bags that you see, the pigmentation that you see is actually genetics. I was born this way. Even if I attach some of my baby pictures, you'll see that I have hollowness under my eyes, and there's nothing that I can do much about it, honestly. But yeah, if it does make any sort of difference to my under eyes, especially with fine lines and some pigmentation reduction, I would be really grateful. But for now, I think it does hydrate my under eyes. I have used it a couple of times before makeup application and I think that helps. But otherwise, I really got to give this product some time to figure out what it does. It does not really feel sticky or anything, quite comfortable, does not sting the eyes at all. And like I said, you only need a pea-sized amount to cover your under eyes and it has no sensation whatsoever. I do detect a slight fragrance, like a whiff of it in the beginning, but then it smells like nothing. Now, in the next routine, sometimes I would use this salicylic acid toner. Since the time I turned 30, I have been suddenly getting breakouts around this area, around my chin basically. A pimple here and there pops up almost every week. And just to tackle that active acne, I have been using this acne treatment serum from Conscious Chemist. This one has 2% salicylic acid, 0.5% zinc PCA, and willow bark extract. Now this one is completely fragrance free, which is something that I generally want in my skincare. So I mostly use this like a spot corrector. So wherever the pimple pops up, I just take a tiny amount on my finger and just dab the product onto the pimple, and it genuinely has helped in reducing those acne quite fast. Like say if I apply this in the morning during my skincare, the acne does reduce by the end of the day. Today I don't have much of an acne issue going on, so I'm not going to use it, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I do end up using this at times whenever required. Next, I use this clearing serum by Deconstruct. It's their 2% alpha abutane and 5% niacinamide serum. This actually has worked for my skin. I have had a lot of acne marks around this area because like I told you, I have been getting acne around here, and this has actually reduced my acne marks and dark spots. Of course, it takes time for the dark spots to reduce, but if you use it religiously and if you give it time and keep patience, this does help in reduction of all those dark spots and acne spots. I definitely use this every night, but I also try and use this during the daytime as well. It's a very lightweight serum, feels like nothing on the skin, and absolutely fragrance free as well. Next, I use a moisturizer. So since it's summers, I have been wanting to try out some gel-based moisturizer, which is not too heavy on the skin. And previously, I used the Pond's Miracle Gel Moisturizer, and I really enjoyed using it. It's so lightweight, and even though I have dry skin, mostly combination to dry, it did moisturize my skin beautifully, and it's so affordable as well. But I wanted to try something different, and I ended up getting the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hyaluronic Acid Water Gel. Love the packaging and the consistency of this product, but it does have a lot of fragrance, which I'm not sure how I feel about it. But otherwise, I do like the product. Lightweight gel-like consistency, and it comes in this really pretty clear baby blue sort of a color, powder blue sort of a color. Feels so lightweight on the skin, and it is definitely perfect for summers. I think this can be used by all kind of skin types out there, especially during the day. But the only drawback for me in this is the fragrance. I wish it had no fragrance or very slight fragrance, and see, it absorbs so quickly on the skin and it does not really feel sticky or icky in any kind of way. And lastly, of course, sunscreen. You cannot forget sunscreen. So even if you do not want to do all this jazzed up routine during the summers, which I completely understand, there are times when I just use a toner and then just top it off with a lot of sunscreen. That's absolutely fine as well. And I have been testing out a lot of sunscreens, but for today in this video, I'm going to be using the one which is a very trusted one for me. It's the Aqualogica 5 Plus Barrier Repair Sunscreen. This one has 5 essential ceramides in it, so it is very hydrating. This is meant for dry skin actually, and you can actually use this as a moisturizer plus sunscreen. You don't really need to go in with another moisturizer, I feel, especially during summers. But for this video, I wanted to give you guys a whole routine, as in what I would ideally do on days when I'm not feeling too lazy. And this one is again a very lightweight sunscreen. It absorbs in seconds, has no fragrance at all, does not break me out, and it of course comes with SPF 50 and PA 4 plus. And like you can see, it leaves no white cast whatsoever. So yeah, that's it for my summer skincare. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions related to any of the products or any of the steps I included in this video, please drop them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys soon with another video. Until then, take care, keep smiling. Bye.